So, instead of F-U-C-K, I'd be like F. Well, F. Another one I use, dagnammit. Dagnammit. I don't want to swear. Like, I don't want to be unclean. All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about profanity and why you have to cut it out. We're talking about swearing and cussing and why you have to cut it out to be set apart. I'm going to be honest, man. I actually used to cuss and swear a lot. The way I thought of it many years ago was that it was kind of a casual thing. To me, I didn't think that cussing and swearing had any kind of, there was no problem with it. And in the past, I would cuss and swear, and it was kind of, in my opinion, a casual thing that kind of fit me as a person. And what I mean by that is I am a casual person in general. And so that's why I cussed. In the past, for me, was almost like just sort of a casual, almost relatable language that I could use around people. And it was sort of a way for me to be relatable with people, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I just talked about this in another video about the things that are, we have to be careful with our speech, is that it's actually dirty. It's like foul talk. You guys think that it's sort of an innocent thing, and I actually don't believe that anymore. In fact, what's funny is that ever since I stopped cussing and swearing and I grew more into my faith, there was something in me that instinctively cringed when I heard people cuss. And I didn't think that I would react. I didn't think I would even have that type of reaction. Like, even if it was just the tiniest little bit of cringe. I never thought that I would be cringing at other people swearing. But you know what, man? I do now. Now, these days, I do. It's like dirty language. It's dirty language it's dirty and foul language that it's actually making you unclean. When you speak something out into existence, like you become it. You don't want that. You don't want to be spiritually dirty and unclean. You don't want that. And that was one of the things I noticed about now when I go about my day, I'm more aware of the type of language that I use, and I try not to cuss and swear. The thing I do these days is to circumvent that. I just say substitution. I have some substitute phrases and things that I say to sort of act as a placeholder for the cuss word. Okay? So, instead of F-U-C-K, I'd be like F. Well, F. Another one I use, dagnammit. Dagnammit. I don't want to swear. Like, I don't want to be unclean. And that's essentially the point of the video, is that if you want to be set apart, man, you gotta change. You gotta change your ways. And like I said, like in the past, dude, I used to cuss and swear so much. I really did. I used to cuss and swear a lot. And it's cringy. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of cringe. When I hear people swear, a part of me inside cringes just a little bit. And I don't usually say anything to people. I just kind of let them be. Profanity, cutting out profanity is gonna be one of those things that you have to cut if you want to be set apart and that you just want to be a cleaner person. So I hope that helps. And gosh, there's a lot of cars around me right now. I just make sure I don't get too distracted talking. But yeah, that's all, man.